Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World of Warships. Today in a game in the Tier 9 Ibuki once again, and as you can see, I finally found out how to control speed and even pause or unpause replays in World of Warships. For me it's the insert and delete key and home and end, which lets you pause, continue, speed up and slow down replays, which is very handy. So we are in a tier 9 game and I'm going off to the sea point. I'm taking care not to drive into the point too fast because I don't want to die right away. As you see, I'm going half speed, AP loaded for some cruisers that might show up. A Neptune is with me, and as you can see, we're in a tier 7 to 9 game, so very good starting conditions for me. There are just 6 tier 9 ships in the match, which is actually quite a lot. There has been matches where I was just the only tier 9 together with maybe one other ship, and of course you have a huge advantage in those kind of games. There we have a Friedrich der Große approaching. I'm switching to HE so that I can burn his ship up because AP might do a little bit more damage at times. Not in that case, but I want to set him on fire so that he has to use his repair kit and on the next salvo burns away. As you can see, there is a cyclone incoming in 5 minutes. I set him on fire, do my first bunch of damage, 2100, and he's already losing health big time. He's under fire from the battleships behind me, the 2 cruisers around me, the Neptune is trying to hide into the fog as they always do, and there's an Atago crossing, which is really nice. It's showing his broadside, like, you know, you shouldn't do that. I'm firing my HE salvo at the battleship, switching to the Atago, and eagerly awaiting my reload of the AP shells. He's already taking damage, down to 3/4 health, and here comes my salvo, all 5 turrets. I'm the white shells, and blam. Well, 6 hits, 5 over penetrations and 1 bounce. Not very successful. I want to try a second time. He has 8000 HP left, but he gets torpedoed. Well, first ship in the enemy team gone, that's good, but we lost 1 Ibuki as well. So we traded a tier 8 cruiser for a tier 9 cruiser, not a good start there. Still, I'm going backwards. The battleship is retreating after taking even more damage. He's down to 60%, burning away down to 50. A Colorado showing up, and as you can see, there is a ship capturing D. I just assume it would be a destroyer. So yeah, we will keep that in mind while we go on. There's also, while the Ibuki shows up, a Friedrich der Große going to D from our own team. I'm switching back to the lock camera. Ibuki's seeing, nope, that is not a good spot to go, and taking him under fire. Sadly, just 1 bounce there. There's not many routes to go, so I try to keep the fire in those positions where he has to go. Another 2 bounces. Not very lucky with my AP shells at this moment, but I'm already sitting at 29,000 damage just 4 minutes after the match started. That might have given that a little bit more lead. But, well, why not? 2 minutes till the cyclone starts and the Ibuki vanishes. I'm still detected, and I decide, yeah, I want to go and capture D. At this point I was still assuming that there are around 2 ships at least that captured D, and so I need to be careful. I was thinking, yeah, I was just spotted, I am under fire, so someone must have seen me. It's still 1 minute 50 to the cyclone, so if there's a destroyer and he's sitting in D, he will most likely fire his torpedoes down that little canal, and I would have absolutely no way of evading. So I decide to just make a tactical beaching on that little harbor there. And Friedrich der Große, the one from the beginning of the match, is still sitting there at half health. I'm taking a sharp right, but of course this ship is way too large to just go around that corner, so that will not happen. And torpedoes incoming, but lucky me, they didn't fire them into that passage. I take heavy damage, use one of my 2 repair kits. Or was it 3? No, I think it was 2. To repair myself up to 55% health. The battleship is still taking heavy damage. Those shells missed. Could have guessed I drive backwards, but nope. Lucky for me, they didn't. Cyclone in 45 seconds. Still, the Ibuki is driving around there still, and I don't want to go. This is a point that I just missed. I missed that while I was playing the game as well, since I was carefully maneuvering around. The destroyer went up to the north side of the island and then got crushed by the Friedrich der Große in our own team. So, lucky me, the destroyer is gone. I didn't really notice though. Fire some more HE shells just to get little fire on the battleships. Sadly, on the Ibuki, my turrets cannot turn as fast as the ship can turn when I am on full steering. I do a full 180 and decide to go through the passage now, because now is a good time. The cyclone just started. View range will be reduced to 8 kilometers pretty soon. Again, with the careful maneuvering. And sadly, we are losing by points big time so far. They have lost 3 destroyers and a cruiser, 2 tier 8, 1 tier 7 and tier 9, and we lost 2 of our tier 9 cruisers and 2 of our tier 8 ships. The whole platoon A gone by now. Points don't look good as well. I didn't even realize at that point. I thought we were having a relatively good game, at least from the amount of shooting I did and the amount of damage I did so far. 33,000 isn't that much, but it surely is, well, half a ship, or half a battleship, or the whole tier 8 ship. Well, I'm going to capture the D point. Behind me is, what is it, a Hipper? Yes, Hipper coming up, and at this point I will speed up the game a little bit so I spare you the downtime, because there's not much happening. I'm pinging down the map showing those battleships here that they don't need to come in that area of the map, because there's just not much happening there right now. I'm going into the close-up camera just to look at the beautiful waves here and the water effects together with the clouded sea, and it looks really, really beautiful. Going at 32 knots, view range reduced to 8 kilometers. The Hipper still behind me, the battleships in front of me. Let's speed this up a little bit again, because as you can see, by now we lost 5 ships, another ship is gone. What was it? Pensacola. Okay, well, that happens. On my right side there is a cruiser engaging in a close combat with another cruiser. Sadly, I cannot show you that, since A, the free flight camera is not available, and B, I don't have them spotted due to the cyclone going on. There's a Scharnhorst and a Friedrich der Große going around that island on the left side. I decide 2 ships on the left side is enough. I go on the right side, and if it happens, maybe I can help out on sea a little bit as well. At some point I asked the Hipper to help the battleship, the Colorado there on the right. Torpedoes incoming. That scared me a little bit, but nope. Lucky me. they just disappeared. And I come around the island and spot a battleship and a cruiser in front of me. Well, at least I see them. And preparing to go in so that I may be able to shoot some torpedoes or fire some torpedoes their way. But I notice I'm still way too far away. Friedrich der Große on the left side from our own team already opening up fire. Oh, it's a Bowser. Nice. So I take back a direct course towards the island. Want to go on the right side of that as well. And there we go. A enemy hipper showing up 7 kilometers in front of me. And thankfully even showing me his broadside. Very nice of him. 3000 damage. Not the best, but well, better than nothing. Some more shells his way. And I try to hunt him down. He's sitting at 12,000 health. He's not losing health, but torpedoes incoming. And that's where I make a little mistake and kind of steer right into their butt. Look at that. Scratched the paint off the ship, but no hit. Lucky for me. Still sitting at 60% health. I'm going around the island. And there he is, opening fire with all the gun turrets. And I think I sent torpedoes his way, but as you can see, the torpedo arc is just not the best one on the Japanese cruiser, since they only can fire backwards. I quickly target the Izumo, which you can see in the replay, and give the hipper a full broadside. And I hoped this would crit and he would be gone, but nope, sadly he wasn't. Sitting at 3000 health. But look at that. Full hits on the Izumo. 3 torpedo hits and more torpedoes. So quickly slowing down, wrecking the hipper in the same turn, earning me a double strike. And there's the last cruiser, the Neptune, showing up, the British Tier 9 ship. That of course goes right into smoke, as they always do, those stupid cowards. They're sitting at 2.8 kilometers. I'm turning, critting him, and he sends torpedoes my way. And what I didn't know is he has a second torpedo launcher. That I totally did not expect. I could have turned in the brakes, but I missed that. I'm catching a torpedo, 400 health. Water flooding, and he sinks while he gets me. If I would have been able to evade it, the second salvo of torpedoes, that would have turned out better for me. I would have survived that. And suddenly we are in a situation of being 3 ships to 1. They have a they have a Tirpitz. We have a Friedrich der Große. Someone was saying cap A and B. I'm basically saying just cap B, because we only have 5 minutes left. They are leading by nearly 100 points. If we can sink that Tirpitz, all would be good. The problem is, if he just runs away, then we will not win this, because we will lose by points. And the Friedrich der Große kinda misses the point that the Tirpitz has torpedoes. But luckily, tactical beaching saves his ass. But somehow, Tirpitz totally wrecks his butt. I was thinking, sink him, sink him. If he can't, then we will have a real problem. But just look at how the Tirpitz wrecks the Friedrich der Große, the tier 8 ship, giving the tier 9 battleship a really hard time here. And he seems to have water break in from the torpedo that he cannot repair. He used his hull repair kit. You can see the health points ticking up and then back down again. And I'm really annoyed by that point. There goes our tier 9 battleship. We are left with a tier 7 Colorado and a tier 8 hipper that are so far away that it's really hard now to sink that turrets. And interestingly, I didn't even know that it records the free cam. That is really nice. I don't need to do anything. I can just be lazy and be a commenter in that time. Look at the points. They have 890 points. There's just 3 minutes left. There's the turrets. If he would have turned north and just ran, he would have won this clearly. And for now, it's not totally not decided who will turn out victorious at that point. The Colorado is well within range, the Hipper is well within range, and kudos to the Hipper setting him on fire here with HE shells and not trying anything stupid by firing AP. But he repaired the fire and he's just not catching fire again. That was so tense at that moment, since I think I did really good. That's what I thought to myself. 103,000 damage, 59 hits, 5 critters, 3 ships sunk, yes, but the points are ticking up. 2 minutes 50 left, 917 points for us. 920, sitting at 3,700 health. Just 2 minutes left, but it looked pretty good at that point at least. Yes, the enemy team is about to win. He's turning his front towards the Hipper to get in close and avoid damage. If he can crit him, that will not turn out well. But to be fair, it looked rather good at that point already. So here are the results for the game. One of the best games experience-wise I had in quite a long time. 10,518 XP earned for 103,000 damage, 402,000 credits earned. Of course, that is with all the flags that you can get. Basically 2,003 base XP point for 3 kills. Of course, I was top tier in that match, but well, I'm still very proud of the result. 34,000 damage sinking the Izumo in a off-screen drive-by. That was really, really neat. Then sinking the Hipper in the same moment. I had a lot of fun with that. I earned a lot of credits. 276,000. Well, 49. That gives you probably quarter of a module or something. But still, thank you for watching that replay with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I had playing the game. Leave a comment if you liked it or not. See you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.